light, soft, divine richness of whole wheat bread. Healthy choice. Come on into Jenny's Walk and let's see how to make this lovely loaf of whole wheat bread. Come on in, let's get baking. Hey foodies, let's put this lovely whole wheat, lovely milk bread together. So in here I have 1 tablespoonful of honey. Now I'm going to add 2 cups of whole wheat flour. There you go. It's a lovely 2 cups of flour. So to this now I want to add 1 tablespoonful of sugar. There you go, white sugar. And my Himalayan pink salt, I'm going to go in with a 1/4 teaspoonful. Lovely, that looks marvelous. I'm going to give this a good mix. I have that little honey in the bottom over there. Get that all up really nicely. Now you know salt and yeast is 2 enemies, so let's get all that incorporated really nicely together. Lovely. I want a very soft, air, cloudy, really divine wheat bread. There we go. So now to this I have my teaspoon here. I want to add our instant yeast. There you go, instant fast rising yeast. In goes our yeast. Good mix. So this is going to give you a small loaf pan of wheat bread. If you want a bigger loaf pan, you know what, let's make a bigger loaf pan. Just add half more flour, half a cup more flour. It is fine, everything will be fine for that. We just going to add a 1/4 teaspoonful more of yeast. All of this will bring it together. There you go. And in here I have my butter. I have 2 tablespoonfuls of butter melted all together in 1/3 cup of milk. Now we may not use all of this because everyone's flour is different, no matter what part of the world you are in. So this is like a buttermilk. There you go. Melt it up, everybody gets in really beautiful. So a little at a time, we're going to bring the dough together. So let me bring this dough together really soft and nice, and I will show it to you. Okay foodies, so this is my dough all together. So what I want to do first, I want to grease this bowl. Put a little oil in there. Just grease your bowl and just put it there on the side. Lovely. We're going to come to this in a sec. And just put that little oil from your hands right there on your surface. Now whole wheat is very dry, so I want to add butter. This is 2 tablespoonfuls of butter. I want to just work it into this dough. Now this is a little messy, but you're going to see the great results you're going to get. So you just work this in. So let me work this in, and I'm going to bring it in. It looks messy, very messy. That's why I want to show to you how it's going to look. So don't get scared. All this butter is just going to go into this flour. So let me get this together. We will be right back. My dear foodies, look at that. You see, and this is only 1 minute. Now, you see that? You see that softness there? And you see how it feels? Right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to beat the daylight. Okay foodies, here we go. This is actually 55 minutes. Lovely, it looks beautiful. So in my work area, that bird don't give me a break. Just gonna put a little oil in there. Let me just cover this oil so we don't want to have a disaster. And here I have that size bread pan. I give it oil. It's a non-stick, so you could just put a little oil or butter back in there, and that will be marvelous. So on the work surface, let's empty our whole wheat dough. And my hands have oil, so just get all the gases out. Okay, and this looks marvelous. So what you want to do, I just want to roll this just like so, nothing else. That's it. Just give it a good roll, and that's it. We're not doing anything to this bread. And there you go. That's a lovely loaf of bread. So we got the gases out, and we have a lovely loaf of bread, and we have our pan, and we're just going to put that bread just like so, and we're going to leave it alone again. Now it's very oily, as you can see, and you see it didn't dry. Sometimes my foodies will tell me, Jenny, we do the bread, and I get a lot of comments like that, and it's dry and crusty, and when you pull it apart, it's like stretch marks, like how you would see in one's body, you know, with hole indented and move apart, cracks and all of that, because it's too dry. That is why I told you, make it sure and cover it with a nice damp cloth and moist. That oil, you see that oil or butter is very important to your bread. So let's leave this in here. The gases came out. We're going to allow this to sit again for another 1 hour is fine, and let's see what happened there. Cover it again. I have my damp cloth and a second tea towel, and let it stay in a warm place, and we will be back. So don't forget to like and share this lovely recipe here from Jenny's Walk, a whole wheat bread. Okay, foodies, it have been 60 minutes. Off goes the tea cloth and off goes that tea towel that was very damp, and this is your whole wheat bread. Really nice. It's peeping coming out of that pan. And once you get into the oven and we hit that 350 in there, the bread is going to get a little bigger. It's going to grow a little more. So I'm adding some milk over my bread gently. If you want a nice crusty top, what you could do is just spray some water, room temperature water. You want a nice soft bread, you brush it with milk like what I'm doing, or melted butter. If you want a crusty top again with some nice brown color, you could use egg wash. So this looks marvelous to me. This is about enough. So what I'm going to do now, and my oven is already preheated at 350. So I'm going to put this bread now into the oven at 350 for like 40 minutes or until you insert your toothpick or however you check yours. You see it leave the sides. There's so many different ways, techniques that you could try to see when your bread is done. So I will say like 35 to 40 minutes, but we're going to check on it. Lovely bread recipe here, whole wheat bread from Jenny's Walk. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe to my YouTube channel for lots more exciting recipe. So let's get baking. Okay, foodies, so here is that lovely whole wheat bread. I got a lovely color, very soft and nice. So let's cut into this bread now and let's see how it looks. So my dear foodies, this first part that I'm cutting off here, oh wow, look at that. What is the name of this part of the bread? Before we move any further, just let me know, put in the comment below, what is the name of this part of the bread. So there you go, lovely, soft and nice wheat bread here from Jenny's Walk. I'm going to slice another piece. I'm going to enjoy this with a piece of butter and cheese. Marvelous bread here from Jenny's Walk. Look at that. Isn't that divine? Give it a good little slice. Look at that beauty. Look at the softness of that bread. You see the airiness in the bread? Look at that. Spongy, really nice. And that lovely scent of smelled baked bread. Who could resist that? So marvelous dish here from Jenny's Walk. So don't forget to like and share this lovely recipe with your friends and your family, and join into Jenny's Walk and subscribe to my new YouTube channel. Whole wheat bread at its best, Jenny's Walk.